Nice people don't get respected. People with strong boundaries and standards do. You can either be a doormat that people use and throw, or a trophy which people always respect and cherish. Choice is yours. So, here are some points which is going to make you understand in order to be respected by everyone, you have to have your own opinions and your own life rather than being a people pleaser and always agreeing to everyone and everything. Number one, stop being nice and stop over explaining yourself. The more you over explain yourself, the more value you lose. Anytime you must have seen that sometimes when you say no or you want to say no to things or you want to say no to people, you don't just say I don't want to do this or I don't agree to this. Instead, after saying this sentence, you start explaining yourself. You start explaining yourself like you said something wrong right now, and so now you're overcompensating by doing this. Anytime you don't agree to something or you don't want to do something, the moment you start explaining it, that I don't want to do this, oh, because of this, because of that, because I'm busy, because I don't want to do, when you do this, all this explaining, you are not liking by that, you're not getting liked by that person. Instead, you are losing your respect because now that person is like, okay, you don't want to do this, now that person don't likes you, but now when you're explaining that thing, that person also doesn't respect you anymore. Number two, stop seeking validation from others. Why every single time you do something good in your life or you achieve something good or you're looking good, but you do not have that self-confidence and self-validation of your own, so you go out there to the people in your life and you ask for their opinions. You are like, am I looking good? Am I doing good in life? Have I done enough? Am I this? Am I that? Why you need like a little child validation from others? Because if you are going to be defined by others' opinions, then that's not you anymore. See, everybody has their own opinions, and you need to understand this. People are not going to tell you what you want to hear. People are going to throw their opinions over you. If you think that you're looking good or you're doing good in life, then you should be knowing that. Then you should be able to accept that about yourself instead of going out to everyone. Because if you start defining your worth by everybody else's opinions, then that's not your worth anymore. You're worthless. And so people instantly wouldn't respect you anymore. Stop rewarding disrespect. Anytime you tolerate something from anyone or any people in your life, you are teaching them how to treat you. Now you think that they are going to think that you're such a nice person, you tolerated this and you adjusted, and that is going to make people like you. No, that is going to teach people, oh, this person is easy. I can disrespect them anytime I want. I can taunt them anytime I want. I can make them feel like shit every time that I want. So whenever you're, let's say you're in a family gathering, or whenever you are with your friends or in public in a group, and someone disrespects you or someone says something bad to you, and you keep your mouth shut and you listen, because that's the kind of value we are told since we are a child, that don't say anything to elders. Whenever they say something bad, just stay silent, ignore them, don't reply back, because that's a bad thing. Every time you keep shut like this, anytime someone's disrespecting you, you are teaching them that it's easy to disrespect you. They can disrespect you anytime that they want. They can, make you feel like bad person in public or in private anytime that they want. Do you want that kind of impression of yours to go on others? No. If you want to be respected by everyone, you should have boundaries of your own. You should know that, you should tell people and show people by your actions that no, you cannot say something like that to me in public or in private. The moment, and how do you do that is by replying back. Just say to them that I don't know what you're saying, but this is how you are looking like a bad person, not me. Just show them their place. Do not tolerate disrespect. Do not stop rewarding disrespect like it's something you are doing because you're a nice person. You're not. You're disrespecting yourself, and which is going to make you the worst person. Stop being available 24/7. What do you think of yourself that if you are available for anyone and everyone, always, whenever someone calls you, even if it's from your family, relatives, friends, anyone that you know, whenever someone calls you, you're always available. Whenever someone wants to see you, you're always available. Whenever someone wants to needs you for help or anything, you're always there. Like basically, you're always available, like always, 24/7. Why will people respect you? Why do you think that you being available 24/7 for everyone will think, people will think like, oh, she's such a nice person, they're such a nice person, they're always there for me? No, people are using you for your benefits because you're always there, and they're never going to respect you. They just call you when they need you. They know that they can call you because it's easy and you're always available, and that is disrespecting to yourself. When you're always available for everyone, I will tell you what impression goes to them. Does this person not have a life of themselves? Like, what do they actually do? Like anytime I call her, she's always there. Anytime I make plans, she always says yes. She's always ready for everything. They're not respecting you or your time. They know that you're always there. Easy. That's why they say no without feeling guilty. Every time you betray yourself to please others, you are disrespecting yourself. You are losing your self-respect. Every time you don't want to do something but you're still doing it, you don't want to say yes to something but you're still saying yes to it just because you want to please others, you are not gaining any respect from others. Rather than that, you are losing your self-respect even in your eyes and others, because again, you are doing that not for yourself but to please others. Don't do that. Stop choosing people who don't choose you. Why you keep going to those kind of people and choosing those people and making such people your priority who don't even make them yours? Like, I think a person is wise enough to know whether they are that person's priority or not. When a person has shown you in every way that you are not the priority, they just come to you because it's convenient, it is easy, you're approachable, always there, available. Why you keep choosing that person? Why you keep choosing such people in your life who don't even choose you? There are sometimes you have friends who you are not the priority but you make them yours. Don't do that. Like, because you lose self-respect, because that person is never going to give you the priority in your life that you are seeking from them. Rather than that, you are losing your self-respect, and also that person is disrespecting you by doing that thing. This is a very important one. Know when to leave. I know you think that the person that gets liked by everyone is the kind of person who is always there, who is very nice, sweet, available, blah, blah, blah. No. People respect the person who can leave anytime they feel disrespected or they do not like something. Trust me, people respect that kind of person, even though they don't show it on their face. But the moment you gain self respect, you realize your own worth, you start seeing that, okay, I don't like this, I'm not going to do this. That person disrespected me, I'm straight away going to leave. That the respect increases in people's eyes. People are going to be like, oh, so no, I cannot say something like that to this person, I cannot talk in such way to this person, because this person is not going to tolerate it. And that's why people start respecting you more for that. Surprising, right? So why don't you try? Have standards and boundaries, because it is very important. Now, what I mean by standards is that you need to have standards for your own self. First of all, that if you don't want to do something, you're not going to do it, and you're only going to allow a certain kind of people in your life, a certain kind of person in your life, and you are not going to tolerate any disrespect in your life, and you're not going to do something that you just don't want to. And you have a standard for yourself that if only such kind of people are going to be there in my life, other than that, I'm not going to accept any kind of thing. That is called standards. And now boundaries. Boundaries, what it is, when you show people your boundaries, that you cannot talk to me in a certain way, you cannot behave with me in a certain way, you cannot talk about me a certain way, you cannot do something to me like that, because I am not going to tolerate that. That teaches people that, okay, limits. This person has boundaries, and we cannot go above these boundaries or above these limits with this person, because then they're going to mess up. They're not going to tolerate that, which makes people respect you even more. Now, stop being liked by everyone. Instead, know that respect lasts longer. Instead of trying to chase this feeling of being everyone's favorite person, liked by everyone, why don't you go for respect? Why don't you go for, like, I want to be respected by everyone? It's easy to be liked by everyone. You can become a people pleaser and always everyone is going to like you. But respect is something different. If you want to be respected by everyone, then you have to have standards and boundaries, because that is the only thing which makes people respect you more. Now, here's the last point. Being too nice attracts users. If you think that you are a very nice person, but trust me, this is the wrong generation. You do not have to be too nice. If you are too nice to others in general, and I have experienced this myself with my friends, a lot of them who are really nice person, but they attract users. The kind of people who are just there to use you, the kind of people who are just there for the benefits that you give them, any kind of benefits. For example, if you are a very helpful person, you're always ready to help, you're not going to attract good people who are going to be like, oh, she's such a nice person, she helps others, I'm also going to help her. No, you're going to attract the kind of people who are called users. They are always going to use you because you can help them with things. So in today's generation, even being too helpful is not really nice, because people don't respect you, people use you for that. So that's it for this video, and I hope you understood that when you have to gain respect from others, you do not have to be liked by everyone in order to gain respect. Instead, you just have to love yourself enough to have strong boundaries and standards set for yourself in order to gain respect by others. Thank you so much, and do comment your views in this video. Any points that you really liked or appreciated, I would love to know your thoughts about it. And do subscribe to my channel if you want to become the best version of yourself and attract everything you want in life. Thank you.